Hello everyone, this is Madhavi Karamodi, Assistant Professor in CSE Department. In this lecture, we will discuss about searching technique. In the last lecture, we have seen what is a searching technique, how to search the element in a given list using linear search with example program. And in this lecture, we will see how to search the element using binary search technique. First of all, this binary search technique uses divide and conquer technique. So we need to divide the list into two equal partitions. Then we need to search for the element in the list. And this binary search algorithm mainly applies only on sorted arrays. So the elements must be arranged in ascending order if the elements are the numbers, or we need to arrange the strings in dictionary order if the elements are strings. Suppose if you want to apply the binary search technique on unsorted array, then first of all, we need to sort the array using some sorting technique available, either using merge sort or quick sort or any kind of sorting techniques, then apply the binary search algorithm. And this binary search algorithm is one of the fastest searching algorithm compared to linear search. So how I am saying this is the fastest searching algorithm is, in the next slide, I'll show the example how to search the element using binary search technique. Then by the end of that example, definitely you will realize that this binary search algorithm is a fastest searching algorithm than linear search. So in binary search, compared to sequential search or linear search, it takes less number of comparisons for finding the element in the list. That is the reason why we are saying it is fastest searching technique. So first I will explain how to apply the algorithm on the given set of integers. First step, if you want to search for the element in the given list, first arrange that list in the ascending order if the list is not in sorted order. If the list is in sorted order, there is no need to do the step 1. Now find out the middle element in the list. So how to calculate the middle element is, when you store the elements in the form of array, first element will be stored at index 0, second element will be stored at index 1, and last element, that is nth element, will be stored at index n-1. So for finding the middle element, we need to set the first element as the first element index as the low index, and we will assume that last index as the high index. Then find out the middle element using this formula, low plus high by 2. So here we need to apply integer division operation. Like that we will calculate the middle value. Once the middle value is obtained, then whatever element you want to search, just compare that element with the middle element. If the middle element is matched with that search element, then return the position of the element in the location. If the search element or key is matched with the middle element, means the element is found in the list in the middle position. So return the position of the element in the list and print the position. Suppose if the middle element is not our search element, then compare whether our search element is less than the middle element or greater than the middle element. Suppose if the search element is less than the middle element, then we need to search only for that element in the left list of the middle element, because here all the elements are arranged in ascending order. If any of the element is, if the searching element is less than the middle element, means compulsory that element should be there in the left of that middle element. Okay, that is the reason why if the key value, that is if the search element is less than the middle element, look at left of the middle element only. No need to search for right side. Suppose if the key element or if the search element is greater than the middle element, then search for that element only at the right side of the list. No need to search for left side. So like this process will be continuous until the element is found or till the end of that particular partition, or left partition or right partition. This is the basic procedure we need to follow for searching the list using binary search technique. We'll see one example. First, see, these are my elements. Here I have 10 elements in the list. I am storing all those 10 elements in the array. So first element is stored at index 0, second element is stored at index 1. Similarly, last element, that is 10th element, is stored at index 9. Now we need to find out the middle value. Just assume that here we want to find the element 17, whether the 17 is available in the list or not, using binary search. So for that, first we need to divide this list into two equal partitions. So for that, we need to know the middle value of that list. With that mid position, we can divide the list into two partitions. So initially, we will consider the first index as the low index and last index as the high index. That means we are setting the boundaries for lowest boundary and highest boundary. Then we will calculate the mid value. The formula for calculating mid value is low plus high by 2. So here low index is 0 and high index is 9. So 0 plus 9 by 2. So we'll get some fractional value. So here we are performing only integer division. We need to consider only integer part. We will ignore the fractional part. So here we have 4. So at index 4, whatever element that is there, that element is the mid element. Now whatever element you want to search, we should compare that element with the mid position element. Then based on that, we need to take the decision whether to continue the search process in the left side of the list or right side of the list. So I'll show this example with paint. See, same example I have copied here. So here I have list of 10 elements. Now I am searching for 17. So what is the first step? First we need to find out the mid value in the list. So find the mid value. So here low plus high by 2, 0 plus 9 by 2, 4.5. So we'll consider fourth index value as the mid element. That means in this diagram, fourth index value is 11. So this value will be the middle value. Okay. And which is the low value? And 0th index value is the low value. And this last index value is the high value. Now find out the mid value. Mid value is here 4. So this value will be the, at fourth index, whatever value we have, that will be the mid value. So this is mid value. Now next step is we need to compare our searching element with the middle element. So what element we are searching here? 17. So first compare 17 with the middle element. What is the middle element here? 11. So here this 17 is greater than 11. Greater than 11. That indicates that we need to search for the element in the right side of the middle element. So we need to search for the list. We need to search for the element in the right side of the list. Right side of the list. Right? So here we will see. We'll take this right list. We'll search it for right side of the list. Now this is our right list. Now again we need to follow the same procedure. This list we need to divide into two equal partitions. We need to find out the middle value. Now if you observe, in this right list, again we need to find out low value as well as high value. So previously, which is the low value? 0th index is the low value and 9th index is the high value. That means in this list, 0th index value is not there, but 9th index value is there. So this value will be the, as usual, high value. And we need to find out low value now. Now which will become the low value? First element in the list will be the low value. So here which is the first element? A of 5. This fifth index value will be the low value. If you observe this one, in the previous one, 0th position value will be the low value. Now, in right list, mid position next element will be the low value. Mid position next element will be the low value. Okay, if you observe, if the number is greater than, if the searching element is greater than mid element, then we need to search it for in right side of the list. And in the right side of the list, again we need to make two partitions. We need to find out the low value as well as high value and middle value. So if you are searching in the right side of the list, the low value will changes. The low value becomes mid plus 1. Mid plus 1 value will be the low value and high value will be as usual. Okay, this is our new list. Now we need to find out the mid value using same formula. So calculate mid value. Here mid value equal to low plus high by 2. Here low index is 5 plus high index is 9. So 5 plus 9 by 2. 5 plus 9 by 2. Here we will get 14. 14 by 2. So we'll get the mid value as 7. We'll get the mid value as 7. That means whatever value that is there in the seventh index will be the mid value. So here 23 will be the mid value in the list. This is the mid value. Now as usual, compare our search element with the middle value. Now what is the search element? 17. Now what is the mid element? 23. Now our search element 17 is less than 23. Less than 23. If the search element is less than middle element, we need to search for the element in left side of the list. In left side of the list. So what are the elements that are there in left side of the list? Two elements we have, A5 and A6. So only those two lists we need to search it now. So this is the left list. So in this left list, we need to perform the search operation. So again on this left list, we need to apply binary divide and conquer approach. We need to find out a new low value as well as new high value. And with those low value and high value, we need to find out middle value. Now, which will be the high value and low value? If you observe these two elements, previously this is the low value. Now we are taking only this part. So the low value will be as usual. Low value is not changing here. So A of 5 value will be the as usual low value. As usual low value. But if you observe the previous list, previously A of 9 is the high value. But in the right side of the list, A of 9 is not there. So here we have A of 6. A of 6 is the last element in the list. If you observe this one, whenever the search element is less than the middle element, the high value is changing. Okay. So whenever the searching element is less than the middle element, high value is changing, but low value is still same position. So how to find out the high value is, now the new high value is mid minus 1 value. Mid minus 1 value will be the new high value, right? So this will be the new high value in this list. New high value. Now as usual, we need to find out the mid value in this list. So how to calculate the mid value? Mid value is low plus high by 2. So here the low index is 5 plus high index is 6 by 2. Now we'll get 11 by 2. 11 by 2 means we'll get 5.5. But in our array, fractional indexes will not be there. So we'll consider only the integral part, we'll ignore the fractional part. So we'll consider only index 5. Index 5 as the middle element. So here, what is the index 5 element? 15. So previously it is low now. Now the same element will be the mid value, because here we have only two elements. So definitely any one of the element becomes either low or mid or high or mid. So this value will be the mid value now. Now as usual, compare our searching element with the middle element. So what is the searching element? 17, and the middle element is here 15. Now our searching element 17 is greater than 15. That indicates that right side of the mid element we can find the search element. So for this 17 we need to search for right side of the list or right side of mid element 15. Okay, so in this example the right side of the list contains only one element. Only one element. Right side of the list contains only one element. Now on this list, again we need to apply same procedure. We don't know whether this element is our search element or not. So on the board we can see this list and we can easily identify that this element is 17, our element is found. But if it is storing in the system's memory, we don't know whether that element is our search element or not. That is the reason why, as usual, even if you have single element also, we need to apply the same procedure. We need to apply, we need to search for low, we need to set the low index as well as high index, and we need to find out the mid value. So here we have only one element. So automatically that element becomes low value as well as mid value and high value. So no need to find out mid value again using the formula, because your low index is 6, high index is 6. Even if you calculate mid value also, you'll get the same index, right? So now both low, high, mid, all the three elements are pointing the same index 6. Now on this list, now next step is we need to compare our searching element with this element. Now what is the searching element? 17. What is the searching element? 17. And here the mid element is 17. So here our searching element is matched with the mid element. So whenever the searching element is matched with the middle element, that element is found. When the element is found, we need to return at which location the element is found. That location we need to return to the user, or we need to print that location on the screen. So here at which position we found the element? At index 6. At index 6 in the array means it will be the 7th element in the list. Okay, element is found at index 6 means at position 7 we found the element. So this is about binary search. If you observe this algorithm, how many comparisons we are doing for comparing the 17 in the, for searching the 17 in the list? This is one comparison. How many comparisons we are doing? Here we are doing one comparison, and this is the second comparison we are doing, and here third comparison we are doing, and finally after fourth comparison we found that element is found in the list. Okay, here for finding the element in the list we are doing 4 comparisons. If you see the same example, if you search for the same element using linear search technique means we need to search for the element sequentially one after the other until the element is found. So here, if you search for the 17 using same linear search technique, how many comparisons we need to do? See here. How many comparisons we need to do? First, we'll compare with the 0th position element. Second comparison, third comparison, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So after 7 comparisons only, we'll find the element in the list if you use linear search technique. Suppose if you use binary search technique, after 4th comparison itself, we can understand that our element is there in the list. So if you can see this one, then we can say that compared to binary search technique, linear search technique is taking less number of comparisons. So that is the reason why we are saying that binary search technique is faster than linear search technique, right? Suppose if you want to search an element in the list, if that element is there in the first position itself, so in that case, for finding that element in binary search, we need to make 3 to 4 comparisons depending upon the length of the list. But in the case of search technique, if the element is there in the first position, if the element is first position, then only one comparison is enough for searching the element. Suppose if the element is in the first position, linear search is better than binary search. And see the one more case, worst case, just assume that whatever element you want to search in the list, if that element is there in the last position of the list. So in that case, if you are using linear search algorithm, we need to go till the end of the, till the last position for finding the element. Suppose if your list contains 10 elements, after 10th comparison only, we can understand that, or we can say that the element is found in the last position. But if you see the binary search, for comparing the element that is there in the last position, how many comparisons are required? Only 3 to 4 comparisons are required depending upon the size of the list. That means if the first, in binary search technique, first whatever element we are searching, we are comparing with the middle element. Based on that only we are taking the decision whether we need to search it in the left side of the list or right side of the left side of the list or right side of the list. If the element is less than the middle element, then we need to search it in the left side of the list. No need to search for right list. That means half of the comparisons we are reducing. Suppose if you are searching for the particular element, if that element is greater than the right element or mid element, then we need to search only it in the right part. No need to search for left list. That means again half of the comparisons we are reducing. So that is the reason why we can say that linear search is better and faster than, binary search is faster than linear search technique. Okay, see one more case. Suppose if you want to search for some element, see, see one more case. Now I want to search for one element. Now I want to search for some element like 20. Okay, I want to search for an element 20, or I want to search for an element 6 in the list. Okay, so for that what we need to do? Again same procedure. We need to find out the we need to divide the list into 2 equal partitions. We need to find the middle value. With that middle value we need to compare the list. Now find the middle value. Mid equal to low plus high by 2. Here 0 plus 9 by 2. We'll get the mid value as 4. So in this list the 4th element will be the mid element. Okay. Now after finding the mid element, compare that middle search element with the middle element. Now search element is 6. Compare that 6 with 4. Now our 6 is greater than 4. If it is greater than 4, we need to search for right list of middle element. If you are searching in the right list of middle element, here the mid element is, mid index is 4 and the element of mid position is 11. So our element is less than the middle element, Sorry. So here our element is mid element is 11. So 11 is greater than our searching element, or our search element is less than the middle element. So if it is less than the middle element, then we need to search left list. So in the left list, how many elements are there here? Left list, how many elements are there? Here we have 4 elements. So again, we need to find out the, on each and every list, recursively we need to apply binary search algorithm. We need to find out mid value. here what is the low value? Low value will be the first one, and high value will be the last index value is the high value, and this is the high value. Now find out the mid value. Mid value is 4. I mean mid index is 4. Previously mid index is 4. Now freshly we need to calculate mid index for this. Now what is the mid index? Mid equal to low plus high by 2. So 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 by 2. 0 plus 3 by 2. So we'll get the result as 1.5. So we'll consider only the integer part. So the index 1. We'll consider the index 1 as the middle element. So this will be the middle element. Now compare our element with the middle element. So our element is 6 and middle element is 5. Now our search element is greater than mid element. Our search element is greater than mid element. That means we need to search for that particular element right side of the list. The right side of the list. Now what is the right side of the mid element? The right side of the mid element contains only 2 elements. Only 2 elements. Again, on these 2 elements, we need to apply binary search algorithm. So find out low value as well as high value. Low value and high value. And here, this value will be the low value. And this value will become high value. And find the mid value. So 2 plus 3 by 2, 5 by 2, it will be 2.5. So that will become, we'll take only the integer part. So this value will become mid value. This value become mid value, right? Now compare, this value will be the low value as well as mid value. Now compare our element with the mid value, or searching element with the mid value. Mid value is, the search element is 6 and mid value is 8. Okay, here search element is less than the mid element, less than the middle element. That means that we need for the 6 in left list of the middle element. Okay, left list of the middle element. But here, unfortunately, we don't have any left side elements for 8. Okay, we don't have any elements left side of the middle element. That indicates that this left list is over. I mean, that indicates that the element is not present in the list. If the element is present in the list, then we need to return the position. If the element is not present in the list, then we'll say that element is not there in the list. Okay, so if the element is not there in the list, for finding that element, how many comparisons we are doing here? So first comparison is, first we are comparing here. This is the first comparison and this is the second comparison. This is the second comparison we are doing, and this is the third comparison we are doing. Okay, so in 3 comparisons itself, we are saying that that element is not there in the list. Suppose if you see the same case using linear search. Okay, if you want to search for the element, if that element is not there in the list, how many comparisons are required in the linear search? So here, in the linear search, the list will not be in sorted order, right? So it is not compulsory that to arrange the list in the sorted order. So if the list is in sorted order also, there is no problem. Okay, so here, but in linear search, searches for the particular element until the element is found or till the end of the list. So here first the comparison starts from here. The element is not found, then move to the second position, element is not found, move to the next position, element is not found, not found, not found, not found. Like that it will search the entire list. After searching the entire list only, it will say that that element is not found in the list. But in the case of binary search, after 3 comparisons itself, we are saying that element is not present in the list. So this is the major difference between the linear search and binary search. So in linear search, sequentially we'll search for the element. In binary search, we will divide the list into equal partitions, then based on the mid position value, then we will decide where to search for the element in the list, either in the left side or in the right side. If the element is less than the mid element, we will search for only left side. No need to search for right side because already the numbers are in sorted order. Suppose if the element is in searching element is greater than the mid element, then we need to search for only right side of the list. So this is the procedure followed in the binary search. So hope you people understand how the search process is done in the binary using binary search technique. In the next lecture, I'll explain the same scenario using program. So with this, I'm closing the session. So thank you everyone.